That is a plummet stone. These plummet stones were used to weight down fishing lines with and weight down nets with. I have to assign it to the ceramic period, the last 1,000 years. The ancient Micmac or the Maliseet Passamaquoddy, the ancient Indians would have used this to weigh down their nets and to hold their fishing line in place if there was any current in the water. Thank you, Mr. Dredger. A plummet stone. Silicate plummet aligned to the bottom and hold the fishing net down. That is quite the find. There's a piece of glass I found that is of interest too. That's really interesting. Yeah, that's the name. That's SPUILT SPUILT, and it looks like the beginning of another word there. That is interesting. Now this will be easy to Google. We just have to Google that name, those letters. This was an actual bottle stamp used by a bottle maker. Thank you, Mr. Dredger. May I find some more treasure now. Oh, and this is treasure. This is historical treasure. SPUILT. Looks like a comma. And an S. Looks like the and symbol and then the letter S at the very far right. And that's a comma at the T. Spalt. And the rest of the letters are missing. That design is special. Okay, this here will be easy to Google. I can find the origins of this quite readily. But the Plommet stone is even more special. Perhaps it was in use when the Neolithic were at Navy Island. It could have been. Or perhaps this was used well before Champlain arrived here in 1604. This might have been used a long time before Champlain ever saw North America. That's amazing. The native people that used this in the last 1,000 years, they must have, they had to weave their nets and make them strong. They had to weave them so that they were strong, and they had to weigh them down. And they knew when all the fish would come in their own season. They lived in a land of plenty. And to weigh their net down, all they had to do was just fashion a stone like this.